there are a lot of great candidates for the best sports weekend of the year, but this one might take the cake. Welcome into sports. I'm John Eads. Let's start on the lacrosse field, where number 4 Syracuse women's lacrosse hope to snag a marquee win over number 1 North Carolina. As fate would have it, the last time SU beat the nation's top team was back in 2014. And who do they play? The squad wearing Carolina blue. Senior day in the Dome for Syracuse. Megan Tyrell celebrating with her family. Sarah Cooper, Sierra Cockrell, and Meg Carney also being recognized. So a day to honor the seniors, but it was all about the Megans in the first quarter. First quarter hat trick for Meg Tyrell. Meg Carney got involved as well with the score there to put SU up 6-5 midway through the second. Now, Emma Tyrell missed this game with an injury, so Natalie Smith, the sophomore midfielder, had to step up, and step up she did. A hat trick on the day. The score was 7-7 at the half. Now, the youngsters weren't the only contributors in this game. Grad student Sam Swart sends a goal through the wickets to put SU up 1 with 3 minutes left in the third. Now, is this Meg Tyrell or is this Jesse Edwards? Post-up finish down in the low post to cut the deficit down to 2 midway through the fourth, but UNC would extend its lead, and Jamie Ortega would put the game on ice with her 5th goal. The 4-time All-American helps number 1 UNC survive a scare in the Salt City. 14-12 the final score as number 4 Syracuse drops its first ACC game of the season and falls to 10-3. On the ice, the regular season is winding down for the Crunch. Syracuse is fighting for one of 23 spots in the AHL playoffs, so it's safe to say that every game down the stretch is pretty critical. The Crunch set its sights on picking up some major points today against Springfield. Ben Grew on the bench. He's certainly no stranger to a playoff race. In the closing stages of the second period, Riley Nash cuts the 2-0 deficit in half with a backhand finish on the forecheck. Now let's go to the third. Crunch down 3-2. And this is just a textbook 2-on-2 right here for Anthony Richard, who gets the drop pass and beats the Springfield netminder with a laser. Now 5 minutes later, the Crunch looking for their first lead of the game. Same spot, same result. This time it's Gage Gonsalves who smashes the cookie jar in the top shelf. The Crunch would win 5-3 and extend its point streak to 4 games. Now, why did I say this might be the best sports weekend of the year? Well, because baseball is back, but not just yet for the Syracuse Mets. Today's game between the Mets and Rail Riders was postponed due to inclement weather. The contest will be made up as part of a doubleheader on June 8th. Now, the weather didn't stop the major leagues from continuing its opening weekend, and if you're a Mets fan, you have to be loving life right now. Pete Alonso says, "Get that out of here," with the bases loaded in the 5th inning. His first career grand slam. Oh, he knew it too. I mean, look at this bat flip. Bat flip for the ages. That's some swagger right there. So the offense was clicking, and the pitching switch was flipped on the entire night. First start of the season for Chris Bassett, and this guy brought his stuff. 3 hits, 1 walk, 8 strikeouts in 6 innings of work as the Mets dominate the Nationals 5-0, their 3rd consecutive win to open the season. Now let's bring it back to the Big Apple, where Aaron Judge and the Yankees are also seeking their 3rd straight victory. 3-3, bases empty, top of the 6th. First pitch of the inning, Bobby Dahlbeck wastes no time. Solo jack to right field to put the Red Sox up 4-3. He had 25 homers 1 year ago, and he's off to a hot start in his 3rd season in the MLB. The score would remain 4-3 heading into the bottom of the 9th. Last chance for the Bronx Bombers. Aaron Judge, full count, swing and a miss, Eni. Giancarlo Stanton, a 1-2 hole. Jake Diekman goes back to the heater, Miney. 1-2, 2 outs. Can Diekman strike out the side? Mo. Diekman puts 3 up and 3 down, picks up his first save of the season, and the Red Sox win 4-3, handing the Yankees their first loss of the year. So some top 4 lax action, a Crunch playoff run. Baseball is back, and the Masters are happening. So there's that. Not much drama on the leaderboard heading into today's final round, but let me tell you, things got pretty interesting today down in Augusta as the day went on. The world's number 1 golfer, Scottie Scheffler, at the top of the leaderboard at 9 under heading into the final round. Now, his 3-stroke lead dissolved to 1 after the opening 2 holes, but he recovers from a bad drive with a chip-in birdie on the 3rd hole. I think he got his swagger back. Now, Cameron Smith trying to keep pace with Scheffler, down 3 strokes, but this shot would seal the deal. From the tee box to the ocean, the Australian triple bogeys on 12 and pushes Scheffler's lead back to 6. So Smith trending down. Rory McIlroy, though, trending up. Entered the day, even par, ends the round at 7 under, punctuated with a, wait for it, this isn't going in, right? I mean, there's no way. Around the bend and in. The birdie chip good from the sand on the 18th hole. McIlroy earned a second place finish with a terrific final 18, his 7th top 10 placement at Augusta. But Scheffler held off McIlroy and everybody else. You know how many strokes he was up? He tapped in for double bogey on the 18th and still won by 3. So Scheffler backs up his #1 ranking and wins his first major championship in the 86th rendition of the Masters. So we just ran through all the supporting evidence to make the case for this weekend as the best sports weekend of the year. Coincidentally, it may have also been the best weather weekend we've had in 2022. After the break, Christian de Guzman will tell you what to expect for weather this upcoming week. Spoiler alert, time to break out the picnic baskets.